Hi, my name is Lainie, and this is my story. I was born here in Silicon Valley. I was born in Redwood City at Sequoia Hospital, and I pretty much lived my life growing up in Milpitas, and then I got into high school. We moved to San Jose, California, where I graduated from high school at Independence High. When I was 13 years old, my mom and dad got a divorce, and I was told that I was to blame for them getting the divorce, and I was a mistake, shouldn't have been born. I lost my self-esteem, and I tried committing suicide at that point. I left home and I moved onto the street and on the bus system. Riding the buses, it was very difficult, scary, I guess, especially when you're 13 years old. You don't have a lot of experience being out in the elements. And there's really not a ample space to lay down and sleep. And you got to always watch your back. And then one night I found a gentleman on the bus and by the name of Wes, and we talked for a while, and he took me under his wing, and I kind of looked up to him, and we're still friends today, so I guess you can say I love him. It's my daddy. There's been multiple, depression times, and I've gotten into drugs and alcohol, and I've went into, I was a cutter, so I'd always try and cut myself. Sorry. But everybody would find me, somebody would find me and get me help and, teach me that I am worth somebody. And then in high school, my senior year, I kind of pushed myself through high school because I had to be somebody. I had to prove to my family that I was somebody and I was going to be somebody. I met my high school sweetheart, and I graduated with a 4.0 because I pushed myself and I had other people to help push me also. I had 2 beautiful boys I got blessed with, Christopher and Gabriel. My older son, Christopher, is 22, and he lives with my mother in Cupertino. They're still local. And then I have a 20-year-old, Gabriel Flores, and he is currently at Job Corps in San Jose, and he's doing wonderful, exciting things. He just got a job. He's working on his degree for computer tech, and he's learning right now to behind the wheel so he can get his driver's license soon. So that's a good thing. He can drive me around. And then I have my beautiful daughter, Kayla. She's my pride and joy. She makes every day, she keeps me on my toes. I'm glad I had her. She's a very bright young lady. My ex-husband, the one I thought was gonna be my high school sweetheart, ended up putting me in the hospital in a coma for 2.5 months. And so my mom ended up taking legal custody over my boys because they didn't know if I was gonna live or die. And so she's pretty much raised them all their life. Kayla is my last born, my sweetheart. I was raped when Kayla was conceived. I ended up riding the 22 bus line, called the Motel 22. And I would go to I would sleep behind a bench at the OC. And then I met Bobby, and he took me home because he realized I was sick and pregnant. And he took care of me, and we got married. A few months later, he got me what I always dreamed of, a car, a job, and the children took time, but Bobby was always there for me during my pregnancy with Kayla, and as of today, you know, he's a great dad. He loves her very much, spoils her too much, but he loves her. I got to DST about 3 years ago when they first opened. A friend of mine had told me about it up in Palo Alto. And then I went to a couple of meetings in Palo Alto and heard about one opening up here in Sunnyvale. So my new husband and I, we came here to Sunnyvale, and we got on the street team out here and been part of it ever since. We got on together, and my husband became a green shirt. And when the Sunnyvale Armory was open, we were cleaning it. And now I'm the green shirt. I get to lead the crew. They've helped my husband get a job, thanks to Rachel and Olivia, and everybody here on DST. They're family to me. You know, they just don't give you one chance and push you out. You're always welcome to come back to the downtown street team. They always have their doors open, and I've been back more than twice. I don't think I'll ever quit. I think they'll have to push me out to get rid of me. Yeah, that's my story. I love the downtown street team, always will.